Are you looking for answers about extraterrestrials or maybe the true meaning of life? Then you have come to the right place. Welcome to the Ivan Teller online broadcast. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And for more details, please visit ivanteller.com and learn more about your galactic families.
All right. Okay, here we go. All right, thank you guys for joining us for tonight's channeling. All right, we'll get right in there. So, messages, if there are any, and go into questions. So, very much love, and here we go. Greetings to you. We are the Elf Collective, the short ones. There are tall ones. We are, yes, assisting your Earth's ascension through nature's energies. As your human is still ignoring nature to a good, most of its mindset, not recognizing it as much as it could, as it's being cut off by other beings to focus on more of itself and objects around it, as that is done on purpose, as you can see. But as you go into your ascension process, more of the nature energies will begin to speak louder as the volume is turned up by other beings that are causing this distraction. So if you connect more with a tree or other nature components, do not be surprised of their voices to you. As yes, you will see them as portals to Agartha and other realms. You might even see more humanoid felines as where many do preside, and other beings, of course. But usually a feline being is there to greet those that are new to all of this. As you go open yourselves up to new thought patterns. But our assistance is clearing the mind as it's been taken over, as you see, by lower dimensional beings. And that will change. Yes, within the next couple of months, you will see a more of a transition. Not to say everyone's going to know what's going on, but they're going to have their eyes open and not know where to go. That's all we can say at this time. So send you positive connections as you go into your new era of your race. Thank you. Greetings. We are the Andromedans. You can call me now. What means much different in our reality, but for yours, we realize it's, well, our connection to you, yes, is through your ancient world. And as many of you are coming out of this hypnosis energy of awareness, you are connecting to more of the Atlantean lights that are in your skies. They're not seen by you, but crystal energies that are in your skies, a protective force around Atlantean knowledge. And some of you might see this energy, or at least you see it in your mind's eye. That is, yes, in higher dimensions, but also see it as reaching out to you to be heard again. As yes, doesn't mean Atlantis has to resurrect itself completely, but its vibration is getting stronger. And yes, along with the beings that were there also. As of my energy field, it is of a pig human, basically. And you will see more of this. Horse and cow species will eventually make themselves more known. As our species is very much, yes, ingrained into your society as our DNA is with you. And our form is, yes, was actually discontinued. It was of, many did actually have a nose similar to ours. But that was in your ancient times. It was kind of rare, but it was actually well prominent in your history. I don't think you'll find that in your books, though. But as you open up yourselves again, you might most likely see that vibration. So I'm here to assist you in your questions. You are ready.
Thank you for being here. Did you say that your name was Now? Or
Yes.
you would? Okay, thank you for being here.
You can
now.
call me whatever you want.
Okay. So the first up tonight is Kingsley. Somebody has become unmuted. Martin. Okay. And I have his questions.
Yes.
It says, hello and greetings to you. Are there any messages for me?
Yes, you see him healing many reptilian races that are keeping him from his abilities. We do see him reaching out to them in astral and to having conversations with them to end their hold on the planet not just for himself, but for others. I see him around Saturn and Venus as they play prominent roles on your world. So you might feel those vibrations of those planets around him and feel the beings around it. As some of them are becoming, basically these are, you can call them as for meeting points. Let's put it that way. Thank you.
Thank you. Kingsley's second question is, there is a girl at his school. He doesn't remember her name, but she has been in his visualizations. He would like to know if you can connect to that energy, and do you personally think she has an interest in him?
Yes, I believe you're in her thought patterns. You have been connecting in astral. So you might possibly have another, basically run into each other without even looking for it. Cross paths, possibly. It seems likely, but yes, I believe there is an interest there. She's kind of reaching out to you. So yes.
Thank you very much. Up next is Michelle C. And I also have her questions. Her first question is, when can my stepfather's check come in the mail so that he can help me visit my boyfriend?
Possibly a few weeks. I believe there's a delay in its travels, from what I see.
Okay. And her second question is, will my boyfriend's parents contact me in order to know me better so that trust is established?
I believe so. Well, that's between the two of you, but yes, I believe you have to make your connection verbally. Yes, for to make this make sense. But yes, I believe so. Yes.
All right. Thank you very much. Up next is Emmy.
Hello. How are you now?
Doing well. Thank you.
I'm glad you're doing well. I actually have a question from another member who could not be here.
Yes.
His name is Omron, and his first question is, I worked with Archangel Haniel to cleanse out and remove negative beings and attached beings in my uncle's home. Does she have a message how it went and if they all are going to be fully removed?
They are not leaving easily. I believe he still has to have much conversation or connection with them. It seems like the older ones are not willing to leave, but they will, but they're just not going as quickly as you'd like. So I believe the older souls are still remaining to a degree, not entirely, but they are. I do see them around. That is the message.
Thank you very much. Yes. And his next question is, or inquiry is that he pierced his sword into the devil's sign in a temple with his angelic partner, and the symbol shattered into pieces. Then he saw the image of a black-colored draconian. Did he free him, I guess the draconian, from the devil, or what did he do?
Well, it seems like that one was, yes, he separated that draconian, and you can say he was free, but I don't believe he felt like he was imprisoned either. So he basically gave him a new outlook, a new direction, basically. As he has been, you can say, tunneled into that kind of a mindset, and now it looks, I believe at this time that Draconia is wandering around, seeing things differently. It has been under the hypnosis of that being it was connected to. That's what I see.
Thank you very much. And my question is, I'm looking at possibly working at 2 different jobs. One is in Washington, D.C., and one is in the UK. Both are promising. I was wondering if you have any messages or input about those jobs.
The UK one seems to be the one most likely from what we see at this time. Not to say that Washington, D.C. one won't, but the UK one looks very good at this time. So they both look promising, but the UK one seems to be the strongest energy at this time. You're welcome.
Okay. And my next question is if there's any general messages for me.
Yes, you are downloading a great deal from the Arcturians. I also see bird beings that you're connecting to greatly. I believe, yes, the carrion race. These are the eagle race. They seem to be around you often for protection, as there's been much movement around you. As yes, the forces here that are causing difficulties are losing their grip in certain areas of the world, and you are assisting them and giving them knowledge of this earth. Of you're even protecting them, but a lot of the hemorrhaging on this earth of the lower beings are basically those of you are awakened you are becoming more known to what is going on. The more that you clear, the more knowledge you receive. And right now you have, yes, your priorities at this time, but I believe more knowledge will come to you of what's happening on this world. Blessings.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Up next is Lucy.
Sorry, wrong thing. Nice to meet you now.
Yes.
Nice going this early. I would like to know, what do I need to know at this time?
Right now you're recycling your energies, connecting more to your higher self. As for bringing actually useful energy of your own magic, your ability, your power it's coming back to you as needed, not to where you can realize if you connect to your full power, you'll cause a lot of difficulties on this world. Meaning that this planet will not be able to handle it at this low vibration. So you're getting downwards from what I see.
Okay, I'm not feeling them.
There is, yes, very gradual at this time.
Okay.
There is difficulties going on as for health that is causing a lot of the blockages there. But in due time, it will come through.
Okay. I'd like to ask for some physical healing if possible. And
Yes.
also if there were any messages from my guides or angels.
One moment. There does seem to be an Anunnaki presence around you. But not of the negative, but there is some of it might be. As for why that is there, is they're keeping an eye on you, basically. Basically,
Yeah.
you connect to this, most likely you'll see it.
I've been having these strange, weird accidents and just wondering. Yeah.
Yes, this one seems to be in the sky from what I am seeing here. And you say it's causing distractions from what is going on. What I am seeing, basically, your powers are activating. So they're just keeping you busy, you could say.
So my dreams will be coming back soon then.
In due time. I think from what it seems, it will take some. Yes, it will take some time, but it will slowly evolve back to you. Yes, like an ocean. But right now it's receded, but it will drip back in from what I see.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You very much.
Yes,
and
we'll send you healing.
Blessings.
Yes.
Up next is Daria.
Hey now.
Yes, greetings to you.
Greetings. So, what kind of messages do you have for me?
You are connecting more to the Arcturian races at this time. As for bringing light codes to this earth, as for triggering the awakening, it is not full, obviously, and not all of them have activated themselves, but bringing in new information to open up your earth, basically. This is something, Yeah, something that takes 5 to 10 years, basically, but you might see some of that shift sooner than that. It's most likely yes. If you connect
That's
to it.
nice. And what do you pig race? I know I have some pig in me,
Yes.
and I kind of embrace that, and I think it's funny and lovely, and I love pigs. They're
Yes.
so. I mean, that's my. I can't say my favorite because then I get an argument in Astral, but I enjoy pigs pretty
Yes.
much. But so, what do your race have? Any like, well, if I've ever been, do you have any stories or a funny pocket from there?
Yes, you have. Yes, as a pig being, you have encountered worlds of frogs and of elephants. And with elephants, you're known to when you get in an argument or a disagreement, you end up pulling their nose, and they don't go into details of what happens after that. But you are known, yes, as a voyager, basically, is one that travels to other worlds and sometimes secret to visit worlds like this as a species of assisting of worlds to evolve, as what worlds will need a pig in their life, basically. And that's part of it. There's more, for most likely. Yes, you and the elephants don't always get along, but that's okay. I believe you get along pretty well, actually.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And stay pink.
Yes.
Or whatever color you are.
You take different colors, yes.
Yes. Thank you so much, and have a blessing channeling.
You're welcome. Yes.
Did you want to ask your friend's question,
And then
Daria?
I have my friend's questions, of course, and then we go over to St. Carson. He had a dream last night, a pretty girl, some kind of she looked like what we call the Martian lady, and she appeared in his dream in blonde white hair. And he felt kind of love, and she had alluring energies. What can you tell about his dreams there?
That was, a mistress of his. He was a time of great power, and so he's remembering that connection from what I see. And it's almost as if he kind of stabbed her in the back a little bit. So they're kind of quarreling a little bit from what I see.
Oh, he hoped he could meet her in this life as incarnation, but probably not then.
Possibly, but not very high.
Okay. And then he has a intense feeling he's not from this universe, and he connected to something like an universe, and he would like to know if that's correct. Could you tell something about it?
Yes, what I am seeing, it was more of a bird universe he came from. Obviously, there's different other species there, but the prominent bird, as you see here, is, well, here it's not all human, but, well, in their world's eyes, it's human. But it was mostly a bird universe. It was, as you can imagine it. There are pigs there somewhere, and other beings. But the humanoid bird, and different aspects of bird are there. Yes.
Cool. And he probably thanks you a lot too. Thank you.
Yes, you are welcome. Yes.
Up next is Stephen.
Hello now.
Greetings.
Greetings. How are you?
Doing well. Yes.
Sweet. Glad to hear. I was wondering if you could connect with my Andromedan connections and see what I've been up to in the Andromeda galaxy and stuff. Thank you.
Well, yes, at this time you're assisting contactees being connected to on this world at this time. As for the Great Awakening, you can call it, of alien awakening, basically more humans connecting to more alien life. So when this is going to occur is up to your human race, but as what I see you as an Andromeda, I see you as more of a blue-looking Andromedan humanoid. Very, yes, white in complexion and very transparent, you can say. But yes, you're part of the contactees, definitely on this world for what I see. As this one is coming around, as they say. It's being resurrected.
Sweet, sweet.
Yes.
Thank you. And just wondering if you can connect with Anubis and see if he has a message for me, maybe some info on my time with my Nubian DNA. I just wonder if he can just share some information from his perspective on just my life. Thank you. Well, when I was back then.
Yes, when I connect to that energy, I see you as a Nordic being during that time, basically as an alien being bringing assistance to the human race. Yes, as a Palladian Nordic being, they're showing. Obviously, yes, you have had other incarnations as human, but they're not going into detail of what those were. I believe there's very few from what they are saying. But as a Nordic being, you brought a new aspect to the earth along with other beings. As for human nature, assisting humans on health during that time, it was difficulty to find health. Basically, during the Egyptian time, it was very much a remembering because much knowledge was lost. So I see health as a major thing on your mind, at least. As for as much technologies have been lost, so the survival of the earth was assisting those to know how to take care of themselves. That was a big part of your incarnation cycle. That's part of it, at least.
Thank you, now. Much love.
Blessings.
Thank you. Up next is Daniel.
Greetings now.
Yes, greetings.
Hi. My first question is about the sister organization to the Men in Black. What I felt the name come through, the Women in Red. That's what I feel they will call themselves. And I wanted you to kind of explain who they are, because I do feel they have Andromedan origins as well.
Yes, a lot of the Men in Black do have AI origins also, but these women in red, they tried to keep themselves as quiet as possible. They are, yes, some of them are connected to reptilian energies, and yes, they're excellent at shape-shifting. They are, yes, to go into the female psyche and to drown it out, you can say, to take away female powers, so the male could be more dominant. This was done in the past, so yes, they've been here for quite some time. They do it in a way where they're not seen, whereas they are involved with keeping extraterrestrial life unknown here. The reason that is done by Men in Black and other beings is to keep this Earth, as you can see, under its Anunnaki cage, you can say. So yes, it was to take away the female power, basically. Some of that was done during Cleopatra.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
Yes.
My second question, I mean, as I even thought of this question, I felt an answer come through, but I'll ask it here anyway.
Yes.
I'm a computer science major at my college, and I'm sure you have an understanding of what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, and it's like I don't program in my spare time. I have the little inclination to, and things like that. And it's like I want to understand what am I supposed to do with that? Given there's a question I'm trying to ask, but I can't pinpoint it. But it's about that kind of situation. I have no inclination to, so why am I doing this other than to do it? And I feel Men in Black energies around them, but I just want to see what you see.
Well, what I see with this is you will find community. You will find, even if it's not a field you want to go into, it will at least get you into the right direction if you don't go into that field at all. So you'll find it'll have purpose, but most likely you will go into another direction, but will help you to go into that new direction. That is what I'm seeing with that.
Okay, cool. Can you explain maybe the Men in Black connection that I felt as soon as I brought up the question?
Well, they're trying to block you from your true direction, basically. They don't want you to see where you're going, as they are trying to, yes, keep you under their watch. And as you connect more, basically, as you connect more to your direction, you will feel less of them or understand them more. Actually, you might understand them more because you're going to most likely uncover some more details about them from what I see.
Okay, cool. Thank you for that.
Yes, you're welcome.
Blessings to you.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to call on Colin next. Carrie, I need to get your... Okay, go ahead, Colin.
All right. Greetings now.
Yes, greetings.
Thanks for joining us. My first question is, I guess, for my guides, is around my meditations. I'm wondering if there's any advice on what I guess I should be doing in my meditations. I felt a little bit quiet and somewhat disconnected in my meditations lately. So I'm wondering if there's any advice around what would be helpful.
Well, I am seeing a golden circle, like a golden ring that you can bring into your mind. You can be bringing water into that also. It's like it's filling up with water. But the golden ring seems to play a part in your healing, golden healing, basically. As for what shape it takes is up to you. So it's any form it turns into. I believe Mother Mary is going to bring you assistance with this. It's basically a chakra healing with gold, basically, is what I see.
Great, thank you.
Yes.
And then I was wondering, this weekend I was called out into the woods behind my house just to kind of get out and take this little shortcut off trail, and ended up finding this really magical place that I'd never been to before, even though I've gone out there in that same area many times. I'm wondering if you can see what beings were kind of guiding me out there, and maybe what happened while I was there.
Well, I do feel Andromedan beings, but you have to feel also Agarthian beings. You just basically connect you more with nature. As yes, the Agarthian energies will most likely start to show themselves. You might, most likely you will just see in your mind's eye the Agarthian world, basically. Because you're at a... Yes, go ahead, please.
Will I be able to see that with my dog around? Does she scare them away, or is that
not scared? No. She might feel a little bit excited, but not scared.
Okay.
I also see kind of a aquatic being there too, a humanoid aquatic fish being. So that's where some of the excitement might come to.
Okay, I like that.
Yes.
Thank you. Now, blessings.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Now, next is our member Carrie, and she has questions for her friend Chris. He would like to know why he came to Earth. Why? We all want to know that. But so Carrie's friend Chris.
Well, he's connected to Yeshua's energies here. One moment. One moment. Uncover knowledge that others are not aware of. It does seem that he's connected to the felines greatly here. And also the Naga, that's the snake beings, also is connected to those vibrations. But as for why he is, yes, uncovering alien knowledge, that is what he is connected to. Basically, to use his own intuition, he will gradually begin to remember his existence here on ancient Earth before the Atlantean times. I do see him here. And he's coming here also to bring his, you could say his 2 cents, but it's much more than that. So it connects more to his spiritual side. It'll make more sense. Right now he's in the beginning stages of that, I see. Blessings.
Thank you. Chris would also like to know if you have some intel on which star family he originated, from which he originated.
The Weirin, but I am seeing him have a great connection to Zeta. also, but I believe these are mostly from the feline at this time. And yes, there's a
Thank you.
Palladian. There's Palladian there too, but I believe the feline is the strongest energy. You're welcome.
Great. Up next is Brian.
Hello, hello.
Yes,
This is Louis.
greetings to you.
Greetings to you also. I have a question about some time where I was looking at the blinds once, and I closed my eyes for a split second, and I saw these kind of like DNA strand pattern. Can you tell me what that was about?
One moment. I believe it's, yes, light codes that are being brought to your planet. As for unlocking this third dimensional energy, it is not done in full force, though. It's also that they bring that into this Earth. I believe it's not showing the origins of who brought this, but it's there also to see where the world is at that time. Basically, you're just seeing what energies that they can, the status of your part of the world is, from what I see. That's what I'm seeing at this moment.
That's interesting. My second question is, what beings would like to connect to me at this time?
Yes, I am seeing Palladian beings, but they are like 3 feet tall. You can say they're blue Palladians. They're not ones that you're normally seeing, but they are kind of look like gnome-looking Pleiadians. So you can call them that if you wish, but they are around you, seem to be basically to bring some laughter into your day and to show the different types of species of Palladian.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Up next is Dragon. All right, let's skip over to Brooke.
Hi,
Yes,
how are you?
doing well.
Great. So, yeah, my question is, I was in a kind of business partnership thing with a former friend, and it's ending, and I have no idea what to do next, really. So I was wondering if you or guides could see what would be a good idea for me to do next.
Well, there is a possibility of connecting to another friend of yours that is more, I wouldn't say more responsible,
Yeah.
who's from the direction I'm seeing.
It wouldn't be hard.
Yes, it does seem like it would connect to somebody else that would be more stable and it'll be more successful from what I see. As for what direction, it's up to you. I am seeing a male energy there. There's a female there, but also a male. So
Okay. And then I guess the second question would be, so like my heart physically is like beating strangely, and it's showing up on medical tests too. And it's probably from stress, but I'm wondering if there's a way I can heal it just through, like, if it needs emotional work to heal or if it's a physical thing.
it does seem like it's more of a physical. It's just good to get your assistance from your doctors if you are going that direction.
Yeah.
Seems to be the best. Water would be good for your system.
Okay.
Continue with that. But yes, take it seriously. But I believe you'll be fine though.
Thank you.
Yes, welcome.
Up next is Dragon.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry about that. I forgot to do a sound check.
Yes.
I've gotten the feeling lately that word's gotten out on the new off-world human ET cross-cultural school that I've been participating in. I feel it was kept low-key originally to get participation buy-in from the reptilian elders to bless their young under their control to participate. Do you have any? Of course, there's humans and other types of ETs in it. Do you have any messages about how it's doing and if it's working?
Yes, it will excel. It will increase in number of, you call it, members. But many are still getting used to this. So they're still adjusting to this new idea. I believe it's a new idea. Well, for humans at least. Yes, it will increase over time. So yes, it will not. There'll be disagreements from what I see, but for the most part, I believe it will go in the right direction from what I see.
All right, my second question. So basically, at the low vibrations, Andromeda and Milky Way are combining together. At the higher vibrations, I imagine there's already very little separation. But at our density of our bodies, we experience them being far apart at this point, coming together. When all the levels, vibrational levels, have combined into one galaxy, essentially, what attributes should we expect as far as expressions, like an increased experiences like this, or more higher vibrational experiences, or a similar balance to what we have now, just more of it? Or what?
Yes, it'll be more telepathic connections. It'll be more souls connecting to each other's energies. Basically, you can connect to someone else's consciousness and almost feel like you're going through their thoughts and going through their body. Of course, it will allow that. You're basically experiencing their experiences with them. Of course, you'll be passing through. You won't be there for very long. But much of that will go through. That's a way of spreading knowledge, you could say. So there'd be much more than that, but that'll be part of it, from what I see.
Thank you. Much love.
Yes.
Thank you. Up next is Liz. Takes her Liz.
Hello.
Greetings.
Greetings. I would like to know, I have been having some very vivid dreams and very hectic. Could you tell me anything about it?
Yes, these things.
I don't know the locations though.
Yes, it is happening for real from what I see. As you're not necessarily connected to the hostility of this world, but you are on the edge of it from what I see. You're seeing, you can say, the back door of it to a degree, as for the movement of what's to come on this world. They're not giving you, they're not, at least you're not remembering what is coming in the future, but you're like very close to it, I see. As for almost bringing that into your consciousness. It does seem like they are preparing you for more knowledge, not necessarily too much about the future, but you're going to be, yes, very close to it. So, and some of it has to do with space or humans connecting to space. That has not come through yet, but it will. I see.
With extraterrestrials or
humans going to space, and yes, it has connections with that because that has a lot to do with your ascension process.
Okay, sounds good. I guess.
Yes. Well, yes and no, but
yes and no, yeah.
Yes. Sometimes you find things out there that you didn't want to find, as what I'm seeing some of your humans acting. Some of them.
Okay. And one of those dreams that I had recently, not sure it was just in like screen images or what was real. That's actually this whole group participating in the Ivan's call, including Ivan. We're out together on that journey.
Yes.
Is that what we see?
Yes, that has to do with, you can say the Galactic Federation of Light is in that dream. As for Earth's ascension, basically the globe reconnecting to itself. A future timeline, from what I see. But it is very much happening at this time. Basically, the future leaders of this world will come together in a peaceful way, is what I see where you're connecting to.
Very, yes, very good. Awesome. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for
Yes.
coming.
Yes. Awesome.
Thank you. Up next is member Bobby, and I have his questions. His first question is, does my oversoul or higher self have a message about expanding my consciousness?
Connecting to the Andromedans, what it assists in your awakening. But also, I believe what I am seeing with you is another way of seeing yourself around tall grass, but you very short, looking at grass as if it's a giant. And these are different perspectives you have taken. When sometimes you get lost, you change your shape, your height, to give a different perspective. This is something to think about. And yes, you connected to the wizard energies, basically. It is hard for you to, well, not, you will probably see it, but there's a blockage there. And it's there as you became, yes, if I see too powerful at one time. And so you kind of shut a lot of that down. And now you're resurrecting a lot of it. Little by little, no, from what I see. So that should give you a different perspective. Thank you.
Thank you. His second question is there anything Source would like him to know?
Yes, there will be many challenges, but also remember you are part of the light. So there'll be beings that are telling you that you're not part of the light, but you are. So you are part of the ground crew here. You can say alien ground crew, but you are a part of, as everyone is, but your ascension knowledge will come through. As for, you'll feel like you are turning the wheel of Earth's consciousness. But right now you're relearning your direction. And that's very important. The path you're going is at the speed as it needs to be. When you need to speed it up, it will be. Blessings.
Next is Martin. Martin? All right. Umberto?
I'm here.
Greetings.
Hello.
Yes.
My first question is, I have a friend named Haima. She is from India. Recently, boiling water poured on her right side of her eye and face. She wants to know if she will eventually lose her right eye and/or sight, vision.
As long as she continues with a doctor, I believe she will find. I don't believe it'll be fully lost, but there's no guarantee of her losing it at this time. So,
Okay. Next question. She also wants to know if she will wrap up her PhD and get a good position/job.
yes, it'll be down the road. Right now, just yes, concentrate on her studies, of course. The job will find itself, but right now, the studies is most important. Of course, her health is most important. So yes.
Okay. So you see her wrapping up her PhD. Okay, cool.
Yes, I do. Yes, as long as she concentrates on it, she will. If she goes into another direction, you understand. But
I
yes,
see.
I believe she will.
Okay. Well, have a fantastic time. or
Yes.
day, or I don't know if you have night or day where
We
you
don't
are.
have any of those, but yes, thank you.
Thank you. Now, Martin would like to know if he has a message from anyone.
Yes, he's very connected to the Andromedan species. Yes, he's used to worlds that do not have these type of rules. And he came here, he came here to deal with a lot of reptilian energy to heal that aspect of this world. His civilization's been infected by reptilians in the past. And his knowledge of his timeline here is not always going to be fully known. A lot of it is gray of the Zetas in a positive way. As for assisted Zetas and getting more integrated into human in a positive way, because they've been seeing that in the most positive lights. So you're assisting them and healing a lot of the reptilian energies to assist them on their departure, you could say, or however you want to call it. Thanks.
Great. Martin would like any other messages, if there's another one for him.
Yes, there's a golden angel he is connected to. Micaiah is in the angelic realms. Is a very large angel he can connect to if he wishes to, for healing. It's like a time traveling angel, you can say. That's the only message I have there. Blessings.
Excellent. Thank you. And I am next.
Yes.
I've had it's been on my mind about Hathors have been on my mind.
Yes.
And I would kind of like to fact check like the history of them, and if I was in that history, and if so, what I was doing. But like, were they a race prior to Atlantis?
Yes.
And then they also went into Atlantis time period and also Egyptian time period?
Well, yes, there were many beings are here and before Atlantis was constructed. And yes, they integrated within Atlantis. And then once Atlantis was no more, they're part of resurrecting Atlantis, or the Atlanteans assisting them in there. And yes, we did have incarnations, not always with the Hathors. I believe during the Atlantean times, yes. During Egyptian times, I believe part of you had enough of this world. So, because of what was going on, and so you took a break from this planet. But you possibly have Egyptian connections. Most likely you do, but I don't see it with the Hathors there. But definitely during the Atlantean time.
Okay. Some kind of like dark cloud of make me want to roll up and die is upon me right now. Yeah. I don't know what that is, but I would like some sort of message about how to make that different right quick.
Yes, that is the reptilian grid on this planet. They are going after anyone that is becoming more aware of what is going on. You can say you're like an angelic surgeon. You are healing a lot of their manipulations, and so that what's coming to you is basically an attack. So I will send you healing for this, but it is one moment. It is coming from apparently connected to a source energy and astral you're not aware of here that caused the dark to, you could say in some ways, panic in some regard. So in astral, you do a lot of healing, basically, is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
And you take on some of the heat after that. So.
Yeah, it seems like I move literally like I'll get up and I will be ready, set, do my yoga, meditate, and then I'll like go, oh my God, I gotta lay down. And then I just go in and out of consciousness.
Yes.
Not like I'm tired, like I literally feel like I go in and out of consciousness.
Yes, you're going into astral from what I see and bringing assistance, and that's where you get the feedback from other beings. So.
Okay.
That's okay.
So, is there anything I can do about that?
Well, when you get hit, it's very hard because they make you feel like when you're getting attacked that this is a normal feeling. It's like, oh, I should be feeling terrible about myself. And so they sneak it into your consciousness. So, yes, as for the angels to bring assistance, it is difficult to, it's basically when you're connecting to others, your friends, and if you tell them verbally that I'm not feeling well, is there anything around me, that would help. They will say, yes, there is, and assist you in removing that. That's one way. Okay. And you can do vice versa, of course.
All right.
That would be helpful, I believe.
Thank you, Now.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us this evening.
Yes.
It's been a pleasure.
Blessings to you. Yes,
Blessings to you.
We'll oink with you some other time. Some of you will have noses like us again and be proud of your nose. Because you do have our skin. So much love to you.
Much love to you.
Yes.
Good night.
Oh, great.
Welcome back, Ivan.
Thank you. Do I have a blessing? Or if not, it's okay.
I can do a quick one. Payananayatsu toko o shonanayatai ayasu takeyananayataham monayate asananayatam putoyatatayam konanayatayam. Namaste.
Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone. All right. Blessings and have a great weekend. Take care.